Hello once again, everyone. Hello. Welcome, grade 7 boys and girls. We're back to our virtual learning presentation of David Copperfield, authored by Charles Dickens, and we are in chapter 9. David gets married. Okay, and we have here the settings in Putney, where Dora lived with her aunts, and in London. This is the old Putney in London. Okay, we have no major character introduced in this chapter. We have all the major characters discussed in the past, as well as some minor characters in this chapter. Alright, so let's go to the summary and try to recall what happened in chapter 9. Okay, David was allowed by Dora's aunts to visit her every Saturday and Sunday, so he stayed till the afternoon for tea. And Mr. Spenlow died and left Dora with a small amount of money because of debts. So no one would think that David married her for money. Okay, Mr. Spenlow's business was losing, which made David decide to change his profession. Remember, he's in Mr. Spenlow's law courts to train him as a lawyer. But now that he has left Mr. Spenlow's law courts office, he decided to change his profession and left his job. But he continued as secretary to Dr. Strong because he had always been good at writing. He wrote some stories and began reporting what was said in the parliament in daily newspapers. And at the age of 21, he was able to save some money. He moved to his house and finally got Dora's aunt's approval to his marriage with Dora. Okay, Aunt Betsy and Mr. Dick moved to a smaller house near his, and Peggotty traveled from Yarmouth to attend his wedding. Agnes was there too to finally meet Dora. He realized after their holidays outside London, he realized that he married an innocent, childlike girl as they went along with their first months together. Their household was not close to perfect. Their two household helpers left the two of them, because of not working well. And what happened to Dora was that she tried her best to be a good household manager, but let's face it, she's too young. And David tried to talk to her, but she reasoned out that she wanted to be called his child wife because she's really innocent and young at many to make decisions and take actions in her young age. David has got his first book published, but Dora started to become ill. His aunt constantly visit them and tried to lend a helping hand. And Daniel Peggotty came to see him to break the news that he found Emily, who was abandoned by James in Italy. James apparently has grown tired of her, and she just left her, and so Emily decided to go back to England. She was found by Daniel atop a bridge, and it's good he came just in time, and they tried to seemingly had to talk, and Daniel apparently made Emily, based on how the story went, uh, made Emily agree that they migrate to Australia and start life anew, leaving behind Ham who has become famous in Yarmouth, and Peggotty who chose to look after David and Ham. So that's how the chapter 9 ended, and now we are about to see. Actually, there's one question in chapter 8, that activity that shouldn't be there. It should be, so I carried it here in chapter 9. That last question in your in storybook on page 95 is, Daniel Peggotty finally managed to find Emily in Italy. So Daniel Peggotty, it's false. Daniel Peggotty finally managed to find Emily in London. Okay, I purposely did not add any question here, any activity, so as not to confuse you about the activity page, activity question on page 95 pertaining to chapter 9. But we're gonna have this activity after reading David, and we'll be answering many questions pertaining to the entire storybook. Okay, now I'm leaving you 2 questions to answer in your copybook. We have here, what happened to Dora, and how did Daniel Peggotty find Emily? And just like how you tell me orally, you may also write down your thoughts to these questions. Okay, so same thing, send the screenshot of your copybook to me via Discord, direct message, or WhatsApp. Okay, so this is the practice with fun vocabulary quiz. Again, if the question is not related to the chapter yet, because we have 1 chapter left, leave it, and we're gonna take it up in the last and final chapter of our storybook. Okay, you will see it says here chapter 24, 25, 26. In the actual novel, we have more chapters than our storybook. Our storybook was only has 10 chapters, and everything is embedded in the entire, everything about David Copperfield is embedded in our storybook. Okay, from Bookworms, Oxford Bookworms. Let's see. Once again, I would like to thank you for your time, and be safe, be healthy, and happy virtual learning. Bye for now.